Welcome to the Lifestyle Medicine Update. I'm Dr. James Meschino. As reviewed in the journal Microbiology Spectrum on December 7th, 2023, researchers reminded us of previous studies showing that postmenopausal women with high blood levels of lignans have reduced risk of breast cancer mortality. Now, women with the highest blood and urinary levels of lignans are generally women who regularly consume ground flaxseed, as flax seeds are the richest source of these important protective phytonutrients. Actually, flax seeds contain the precursor of these phytonutrients known as enterolactone and enterodiol. So when ground flaxseed enters the large intestine, our gut bacteria metabolize these precursors into enterolactone and enterodiol, which are then absorbed into the bloodstream. Now, after circulating to breast cells, enterolactone and enterodiol have been shown to exert anti-cancer effects, such as slowing down the rate of cell division and prompting cell death of emerging breast cancer cells. This is incredible stuff. In the December 7th, 2023 issue of the Microbiology Spectrum journal, researchers published data to show new mechanisms by which ground flax seeds may help to reduce risk of breast cancer in women. So in recent years, researchers have discovered that MicroRNA within our cells act as epigenetic switches that turn on and off certain genes. The switching off of certain genes in breast cells is emerging as a critical way to help reduce breast cancer, and researchers have identified the microRNA types that are now well established as biomarkers for increased risk of breast cancer, and which microRNA types are associated with decreased risk of breast cancer. With this understanding, these researchers used a mouse model to show that feeding female mice ground flaxseed reduced the microRNA forms that are linked to increased breast cancer, and it increased the microRNA forms that are linked to decreased breast cancer. So mice fed the basal diet that didn't have flaxseed didn't show this protective effect. More specifically, in the mice provided with ground flaxseed, they showed higher ground flaxseed metabolites in the blood and higher amounts of microRNA that help protect against breast cancer, which are microRNA 137 and microRNA 340. Now, these two microRNAs switch off two really important genes that in turn reduce the activity of key signaling pathways in breast cancer development and breast cancer progression. So this pathway is known as the phosphoinositol 3 kinase AKT-mTOR pathway. You don't have to remember that. Just know that when you have ground flaxseed, it suggests that it increases the microRNA that switches off this signaling pathway, which in turn reduces breast cancer risk. So switching off the particular gene known as the RUNS2, which ground flaxseed also does, also reduces the ability of breast cancer stem cells to regenerate. And evidence suggests that many cancers, including breast cancers, arise from breast stem cells. Inhibiting their ability to regenerate helps to mitigate breast cancer risk and breast cancer progression. So all the evidence points to ground flaxseed turning on the microRNA switches that reduce breast cancer risk and turning on the RNA production of microRNA that also helps to reduce breast cancer development rather. So a consistent finding in human breast cancer studies is that the RUNX2 and the SKP2 gene expression is increased and levels of microRNA 137 and microRNA 34 are decreased. So that's what happens in breast cancer. The genes that you don't want to be overexpressed are turned on, and the microRNA that you want to help prevent breast cancer seems to be at very low levels. And flaxseed reverses this profile. So consuming ground flaxseed is shown to reverse both of these major risk factors. Now, for many years, I've suggested that women should consume 2 heaping tablespoons of ground flaxseed each day to help reduce risk of reproductive organ cancers. And with each decade that passes, the evidence grows stronger that consuming ground flaxseed provides a heightened level of protection against breast cancer. The 2023 study in the journal Microbiology Spectrum has shown new mechanisms through which ground flaxseed may be protective, which involves important epigenetic influences on over key genes that are intimately involved in breast cancer development. Now, similar findings apply to men with respect to risk of prostate cancer, as ground flaxseed consumption also slows down the rate of prostate cell division, which is a very important aspect of preventing prostate enlargement and prostate cancer. So my recommendation remains the same. Most adults should consider ingesting 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily to derive the multitude of benefits available from this intervention, as constituents in flaxseed also help to keep cholesterol down and improve intestinal tract function, in addition to their protective effects on our reproductive organs. So I provided the references for this information in the text below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.